All right, we are now doing task 4. So task 4 is going to be on what page is that? Task 4 is on page 84. Okay, and the name of the file is 4455202. So start Creo, and first thing, like always, make sure your working directory is set to Google Drive. So select Google Drive, my drive in engineering folder, 10th grade engineering, then click OK. Double check again. It is now Google Drive, so click OK. We're going to start a new part, and the file name is going to be last name underscore first name underscore 4455-202. Okay, 202 according to this task. And then click OK, and then we're going to select the right datum plane and then go to the sketch icon. So select the right datum plane and go to the sketch icon. Okay, so ready to sketch. So according to the book, this is the front reference plane and the top reference plane, and the corner, the bottom left corner of this shape must be at the intersection of the top and the front. So here's my top and here's my front, so we should probably start here. So it looks like a trapezoid, so it's gonna go up and then slanted, and it'll just go here and then go down here and then go straight down and meet at the corner. We're gonna round this off later, so let's do this trapezoid kind of shape. It's not really a trapezoid, but let's do this quadrilateral first. We're going to use a line command, and from this corner we're going to go upwards. Okay, and then we're going to go at an angle, and then we're going to go down here, and then we come back to this one, and then middle mouse button or scroll wheel to stop. And then we're going to round this off, so we're going to go to fillet. We're just choosing the circular fillet. So click that and click this, and it's rounding it off. Let's zoom, and that's basically it. Okay, so we always want this one to be vertical, and we want this to be horizontal. So we can constrain that. We want this to be a horizontal. So click that, and then we see this pop-up, and this pop-up says that we have a lot of constraints. We have the horizontal, which is this one, and then we have coincide, which is that point, and then we have a point on entity, which is this point here. Okay, and we want the bottom to be always horizontal. We want the point to always start here, so we want to keep this. There's too many constraints. That's what it's saying here. We can't. It wants you to remove one of them or two of them or all of them if you want, but we want this point to be here, and we want this horizontal to be there. So we don't need this point. So we're just going to select that, and we're going to delete that. And so we know that this is always horizontal, and we can always also constrain this to be always vertical. So we have to click the vertical and then click this point here to put in a vertical constraint. Now we have a horizontal constraint and a vertical constraint on that one. And then the next thing that we wanted to do is put in dimensions. Okay, so dimensions, I wanted to dimension it according to what the book says, from the bottom here to the very tip here in the corner. So from the very point here to the very bottom here, and I want to drop it here. Okay, and then press enter. We'll change that later. That's going to be a big one. It's going to be 500. This one here is going to be 1,000. So we're going to select that later. So very corner here, click the corner up to this reference line here, click, and then middle drop here, press enter. We're going to change it to 1,000 later. um, and you can change this one, each one, but let's continue inputting dimensions here. So let's put a dimension here, select this, and then point, drop it here, middle button, okay, and then press enter. And we're going to change that to 200 later. And then this one here, we want to change it to 100. So this is called, I think, an angular dimension, the angle between two lines. So you simply click on dimension again, and you simply pick the two lines. And if you drop it somewhere here, when you click here, it it shows you the angle of these two lines on this side. Okay, so you don't want that. You want the angle here. So I believe you can simply point here, and then select and drop. Click and hold, and then simply drop it somewhere, or you can drop it. Select. I'm gonna just select. There you go. I can put that, make it farther apart. I can even drop it here, but it will not give me the dimension inside here. It always will give me the dimension out here, because that's where I selected the 2 points. So this dimension here is not what we want. We want the dimension down here, so simply select